That Movie Nut here with a review for Flubber, the 1997 comedy starring Robin Williams, Marcia Gay Harden, and Christopher McDonald. The story follows Professor Brainerd, played by Robin Williams, a forgetful college professor who's trying to devise a way to save the college from bankruptcy. One night, his experiments pay off when he creates a mysterious substance which he names Flubber, a green ooze that has the power to bounce at an increasingly faster rate. While at the same time, he is trying to get married to the college dean, played by Marcia, who, after 3 attempts, is starting to reject him and is instead going out with a rival teacher. The movie, in a word, is pretty crazy. I mean, the slapstick in the movie is what it is, pretty much the whole movie. It's guys falling around, bouncing around, getting hit on the head. I mean, it's a movie about ooze that can bounce really, really fast. You know, what were you expecting? Were you expecting, I don't know, maybe Buster Keaton or some form of refined comedy, you know? The movie is enjoyable on a very stupid, fun kind of level. It's a family film. I mean, the actors all do decent jobs. The special effects are pretty good, especially the Flubber dance sequence, which I think is pretty hilarious. And the music overall does give a satisfactory feeling to the film. Now, before I give my final rating, I will go into what I like to call a little mini rant regarding Nostalgia Critic's review of this movie. Now, before you get on my case, let me just say, I am a huge fan of NC, and I think a lot of his reviews are very funny. But this one was one that I think a lot of people on YouTube will agree with me really, pissed us off, Like, for me, this is a very nostalgic movie, I remember just watching this over and over and over when I was small, It was one of my, most watched movies, it was one of my favorites, And I even remember the toys that McDonald's were doing at the time, like the flying car, Weebo, and the Flubber tank with the green goo, It was one of the first really big merchandised movies that I was exposed to when I was small, And with regards to the review itself, he makes several points in there that really have no purpose, or you could just apply to about any other movie in this kind of, genre. Like he complains that Brainerd is a complete asshole. Let me just clarify. He's not an asshole. He's just forgetful, That also, he complains that the Flubber dance sequence is pointless and such, The movie's called Flubber for a reason, because there's Flubber in it. The Flubber has to do something. It can't just be in the background all the time, doing, being stuck in a tank or wherever. It has to actually come out and do something. I mean, the posters show it dancing and flying and bouncing. It has to do something, It can't just be stuck in the tank all the time, Given that, it's not the best film ever, but, it is enjoyable on a stupid fun level, and the best way to watch it really is with a family, especially if you're a parent with little kids. They will enjoy this very much. I know I did, and I know a lot of people did when they were small. So for that, I'm giving Flubber the bronze star. It's a decent little flick, and it's enjoyable for the whole family.